It's your boy Fat Al. Hey, this song right here, you know what I'm saying? For all my niggas that be coming down. If you coming down and you playing this song right here, I don't care who behind you, police, I don't give a fuck. The door should be open. They should be swinging. That's how we do it in Cleveland. Hey, it's the Fat Al in the front of slab. First nigga put 28s on the jag, 20s on the leg, but the foes on the cutty. Pull up in the brown car, look like a nutty buddy. Now I got some buddies that love the cap and they love the Fat Al just because a nigga rap. Nigga stay strapping, I ain't talking about a guns. Look when I stop, all my rims just run. Niggas coming up, so niggas coming down. Look at the tall truck. Got surround sound, if you talking down, then you get a beat down. Stop the street well spinning, and I'm tapping on you clowns. I am a winner, far from a sinner. Look how I stop hoes, blind by my spinners. Look at the man, gonna make a killer man. When I stop the 28 spinners, look like a ceiling fan. Out it came down, out it came down, out it came down, out it came down, out it came down. Out of it came down. Niggas hate me now. It's out it came down. Out of it came down. Out it came down. Out it came down. Out of it came down. Pull up in the Sunday, these boys can't top it. Frank is vanilla while my season's dark chocolate. When it comes to capping, you niggas switch the topic. When it comes to this rapping, they know that I'm the hottest. Try to make a profit, boy, you better stop it. That's my hustle, man, these niggas can't knock it. I'm in the drop it. Matter of fact, I'm mobbing. Trunk hit so hard that I thought I did a drop kick. Look at the mine, you know I'm a shine. Nigga riding in the cutty with my nigga Vine. I said to cut it. Don't forget about E, cause he coming down sliding in the Grand Prix. Hearn got the money, see him, Mike got the 8 ball. Bill slap backwards, that mean we got balls. Nigga hate on y'all, I think dog. Matter of fact, when I stop, I get applause. Out it came down, 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 out it came down. Niggas hate me now, cause out it came down, 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 out it came down. Niggas hate me now, cause out it came down, out it came down, out it came down, out it came down, out it came down. Niggas from the 4, they be coming down. Niggas from the court, they be coming down. Niggas from the 17, they be coming down. Niggas from the 5, they be coming down. Niggas from the offset, they be coming down. Niggas from Cedar, they be coming down. Niggas from Superior, they be coming down. Niggas from Kansas, they be coming down. Niggas coming down from ATL to H-Town. Niggas coming down, them Chevy boys is coming down.
Classic on the man.
Hey man, they be coming down. Niggas from C-Town, man, we stay coming down. They pop truck H-Town, but right here we swing doors. Niggas coming down, plus we riding on foes. Nigga told you before, niggas swinging doors. I don't give a fuck, though, we stay playing the holes. I told them it's the Fat Al, 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 it's the Fat Al. Niggas know me now, cause it's the Fat Al. I told the whole crowd, nigga, it's the Fat Al. Yeah. Holla at me, I need a deal. Only 17, let's get it on.
We in this thing, man. Get 'em. This is your host, Junior the Truth. 78 Sports
Yes, indeed.
here.
Yes, indeed. What's going on, family? What's the damn deal? Let's go on and get into it. This is Junior the Truth, and this is indeed the Smoke City MobCast, brought to you by the LDBC. That is Lions Den Boxing Community. Be sure to visit the website, www.ldbcsports.com, and create a profile while you're over there. It's absolutely 100% free. Yes, indeed.
Yes, indeed.
Hey, you hear it? Yes, indeed. I am indeed Junior the Truth. Follow me everywhere via social media. I can be found with the handle Junior the Truth, JUNIORTHETRUTH, and it's over all the social media platforms, man. Salute to really appreciate y'all, man. You have no idea. Like none whatsoever. You understand what I'm saying? None whatsoever. Man, I can't even explain it. I can't even explain it, man. Salute to the family. Salute to everybody, man. Really, truly, genuinely appreciate y'all joining us. Be sure to download the LDBC mobile app, man, if you haven't done so. It's up there. It's absolutely 100% free, whether you team Apple or team Android. And also, as far as my platform, I forgot, you can catch me 7:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, man, for the Punch Junkie Morning Show. Streaming live via the Patreon, Junior the Truth Patreon, as well as the Junior the Truth mobile app, man. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. My brother, Stay Ready Boxing, man. What's going on with it, family?
What's going down, brother? What's going down, my brother? You know me trying to put some paint where it ain't.
Let me see.
Can you hear me?
For some odd reason, I can't hear you, my brother. It's something I'm doing, I'm sure. Hold up. Y'all know how I do. I get to tripping up in here. You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you fine.
You can hear me straight. I just can't hear you.
You can't hear me.
I might have to go out and come back in. It's cool.
All right.
Okay, but tell the people how they can follow you. I'm gonna go out and come back in.
Man, y'all can follow me right here on Stay Ready Boxer TV on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. Y'all know where y'all can find me. Y'all better Google. I told y'all Google me. I'm gonna pop right up. It's that simple. That simple. Nah, I ain't chilling with Jay Good, main event. Man, salute to y'all. I appreciate y'all coming through, checking us out on this Smoke City today. You know what I'm saying? Junior will be right back shortly. But until then, y'all got my ugly ass face. So y'all gonna have to deal with this shit. And I'm finna go outside and fire up this motherfucking Monte Cristo for another Smoke City MobCast while I'm sipping this good ass Martell. And we gonna chill. We gonna have a good ass show tonight. Yeah, y'all enjoy this shit. What's up with it, La La D, Tay Tay? I see you. I see you. I don't even know who in the back. I know Cadillac Red back there. I bet you.
Oh, there you go. Oh, you put me on there. You put me on there on the creek real quick. You know what I'm saying? What's that? You spoke me up, man.
I know. What's up with Stormy?
Yeah. OG, can you hear us, OG?
Yeah, I hear y'all, family. Go ahead and tell y'all tell everybody
what's
where
good,
y'all,
brothers?
how to
how
follow
you guys
y'all.
doing, man?
Man, chilling.
Shit.
Yeah, I hear you.
All right, shit. Supreme Beast Boxing Talk, you know what I'm saying? YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. Follow me. You know what I'm saying? We got the interview coming out this Friday with Joel Flores at 4:15. So definitely check us out. 1-0 boxer out the DMV and shit. You know what I'm saying? Our first female boxer. What you got, OG?
Man, this is Stormy B Man. You guys can check me out right here on YouTube. Stormy B Man is my channel where we got the Tuesday tussle. We got the Friday night chop session. And on Thursday nights, all at 8 p.m. Central, we got the Three Wise Men of Boxing. That's what's going on with Stormy B Man.
All right. Stay ready. What we got? What's the rundown for tonight?
My bad.
Okay.
So we got a lot.
He back now. They go Junior back now.
I don't know what the hell going on. Can y'all hear me? Y'all can hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, Junior.
Y'all can hear me, but I can't hear y'all. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I got Yeah, you said you can't hear everybody and it's very, very low. Yeah, I don't know what the hell going on over here on the app. Let me see. All right. But anyway, so we're gonna go ahead on and rock like this, man. So I'm a take everybody out and I'm gonna leave Stay Ready. So Stay Ready, I got a question for you. We're gonna get right into it, man, while I continue to work on the sound. I got a quick question for you.
All right.
So, the homie Dillian White has made the statement that he is actually going to be coming back. He's going right back into the fight with Povetkin. Not here for the shits and giggles. He finna go right back to work against Povetkin. What are your thoughts on that? Is he making a big mistake or is he ready?
I'm gonna tell y'all it's twofold for me. Honestly, I think he is making a mistake health-wise. Going back, he should have been suspended, and he shouldn't been able to come back. If depending on how soon he's trying to come back. You know what I'm saying? Health-wise, looking at the mistakes he made for somebody that old and able to get up to dip that low up under your punch and catch you with that perfect ass uppercut. I'm talking about that was a textbook uppercut. You went straight to sleep. That means you're chinny and you're liable to get caught with that same thing again. Number two, I like the fact that he's not scared and he wants to come back. Even though I don't like Dillian per se, but I like the fact that a fighter is like, I lost, now I'm trying to come back. It's the same reason we like Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder lost and he's coming right back in the fight. To fight Dillian White. You got it right now. I heard it, goddamn. But yeah, just like Deontay Wilder's coming right back to fight Tyson Fury. I'm not gonna ever get onto no fighter for wanting to get back in there after a loss. You know what I'm saying? That shows me they got a lot of heart and then they feel like they should have won that fight even though they didn't. My only concern is him being chinny like that. You going back in there with a power puncher, shit, it's liable to happen again because Povetkin ain't no bitch.
Mm-hmm. Facts. Them facts. Yes, indeed. Supreme B, same exact question, man. Your thoughts on Dillian White, man, getting knocked out, and now he's trying to get right back in there with Povetkin.
Shit. Health wise, I agree with Stay Ready. I think that's very dangerous. If you take like a 5 gallon, the big 5 gallon of water, and you put like a penny in it, like your first penny, and then you shake it up real bad and it make all that noise, that's his brain inside his head. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's real dangerous coming back because he could be, you know what I'm saying, forever retarded behind messing with Povetkin, for number one. For number two, I don't even think he needs a rematch. Povetkin's old. He doesn't speak any English. No one knows him. You know what I'm saying? And I think Dillian needs a higher caliber fight. You know what I'm saying? Because he doesn't agree with fight. I mean, that's why he didn't fight Luis Ortiz, because he didn't speak English and he was old and all that. You know what I'm saying? It's the same person. So I think he should go ahead and take a break, give it 6 to 8 months, get the little penny right. You know what I'm saying? And keep it moving.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. My brother Stormy B, man, same exact question, man. Give me your thoughts on Dillian White jumping right back in there versus Alexander Povetkin.
He's just living up to the moniker of fools rush in. That's all. This guy, everybody has pretty much said a lot of negative things about him, and they've been spot on. He need to go and get himself checked out. He ready to jump back in there when he had an out-of-body experience after Povetkin laid that hammer on him. He ain't ready to go back in there. We admire the fact that people show courage and say, hey, they still want to do it. But there's a reason that they suspend you for that duration, so that you can try to get some semblance of your faculties back together. But we knew before he got hit with that shot, he didn't have his faculties in order. So it pretty much ain't going to make a difference unless the body is just ready for a coffin the next time that Povetkin lay him in there. That's about it.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So let me bring all y'all in, man, so I can make my comments, man. Hey, man, Dillian White, man, that motherfucker, Povetkin made that motherfucker tongue slap his brain. That's what I did. I told Dillian White that shit on he's training, talking about the comeback. I said, boy, Povetkin made your motherfucking tongue slap your brain, nigga. You bring your ass back in there, man. Povetkin whooped your ass. Hey man, we didn't really talk about it last week, so we can talk about that shit now. Pavek can fuck this motherfucking ass up. I'm talking about fuck this. It's like he hit that motherfucker with a bat. He fucked his ass up, didn't he? Yeah, getting in there fighting that old man, thinking it was sweet, man. He got in there and put.
Hey, he got caught with that boy Mayweather, that boom that pow.
Shot the motherfucker. Looked like a nigga shot him. That motherfucker. I thought that motherfucker got gunned down. I'm talking about that motherfucker. You remember them old school shit? You know, remember at your grandmama house, some old school blinds that you pull, and the motherfuckers go up to the top, and that shit be like. That's what his tongue was doing, slapping his motherfucking brain like them goddamn blinds. That motherfucker got his ass flatline. You understand me? I said, God, he got stretched, dog. It was like you ever seen a nigga get knocked out in the motherfucking club? It was like a nigga got knocked out in the club.
And they were face first?
Yeah. Or they get up and they be moving their hand like this, trying to grab somebody's hand so they could get up. Like that motherfucker was stretched, man. I said, God damn. God damn.
Hey, what Mayweather Senior say? Boom, pop, pow. Oh,
hey, that shit was like a stuff.
Hey, fellas, he looked like one of them kids, them little bad kids in church. When your grandma tell you to sit down and you be clowning in church and she hit you with the blow of death, boom! And he went, he fell back into the.
Hey, Stormy, that's that punch to where you be wanting to cry, but don't nothing come out.
Yeah, you be holding it in like
the cry be so hard, you gotta take a deep breath.
Yeah, you can't get that motherfucker out. You be like, shit.
Make you move slow motion.
Hey, the sound come out like 15 minutes later.
Yeah.
Everybody turn around like, damn, what's wrong with him? You got hit 15 minutes ago. You just got your breath back where you could make a sound.
Yeah. And it's all
right in that sweet spot in your back to where you know.
No bullshit. And it's one of them good ones too.
I'm still laughing how he knocked the matchroom little pillow off the side of the ring.
Damn. He went up there and fucked them folks' equipment up, didn't he?
Nah, look. The pillow was on the side of the ring. He was sleeping so good. He said, I don't need this shit. Get shit off me. Get that shit off me.
Hey man, that motherfucking Dillian white boy got his. Then he turned into he went in the straight. He I'm gonna fix it, boss. I'm gonna fix it. He did y'all see that message he sent with Eddie Hearn on social media? He said, I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna set it straight, boss. I'm gonna set it straight, man. If you don't get your fucking ass out of here, bro.
Yeah, some muscle.
Yeah, I'm gonna set it straight. I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna fix it. You gonna go in there fuck with that white supremacist and get your ass knocked the fuck out again, man. Better go find you something to do, man. You feel me? The jig is up. You know what I mean? The jig is up, man. It's over.
What was really classic was when he got up and everything, got back to his corner. He looked around at everybody in his corner and he asked them, what happened? That's classic. If you could go back and catch the tape on that, when he asking everybody what happened, it reminded me of when Roberto Duran got knocked out by Tommy Hearns. That was the same thing. He asked his people that came and picked him up. He looked at the guy and was like, what happened? You could read his lips right on the camera.
Yeah.
Classic stuff, man.
I think J-Rock, I think J-Rock was on that. Didn't J-Rock do that when Rosario sung him a lullaby?
Yeah.
Man, I'm sure I like J-Rock. J-Rock my nigga, man. But shit, hey, Jason Rosario, boy, hey, he tucked his ass in real good, didn't he?
Tony Harrison too.
They asked Tony Harrison was asking what happened.
I think Tony Harrison knew what happened. He was like in disbelief though. He kept looking up at the ceiling.
Hey man,
he over the corner just like this, eyes glazed to the motherfucker.
Nah, he wasn't looking at the ceiling. That nigga was looking at them goddamn birds and squirrels and fucking jeeps flying around, and motherfucking angels and harps and shit. Charlo knocked some goddamn in that nigga head.
Not that Wile E. Coyote.
Yeah, them goddamn birdies was flying around that nigga head. I said, goddamn, Tony. Hey, that shit is what it is, man.
But leave them acne packages alone.
Yeah, man. So we're gonna go one by one, man. I'm gonna start with you, Stormy B, man. This is a serious question, and this question is inspired by my big brother Blood Boxing, man. Who's in the building. Salute. I'm glad you're here. Stormy B, man, I'm gonna ask you, man. What is, if you had to pinpoint one thing, if you had to pinpoint one thing, what is the absolute biggest scam in the sport of boxing right now? The current ongoing scam. What is the biggest scam in the sport of boxing right now? I'm gonna put you on the spot.
The fact that you no longer have what was known as 8 divisions, and you got all these damn championship belts and trinkets. It just totally watered down the sport. It gave disrespect to true champions, and it made it wide open for people who may not ever reach the pinnacle of the sport because they just weren't good enough, or the talent ahead of them would hold them at bay. So those two things are in conjunction. The fact that they've created multiple weight divisions and given out multiple titles per division. The sport is totally watered down. That's like in the NBA or the NFL, that if, you know, when you have the divisions, that each one is like its own champion. You understand? Instead of they all coming together at the end of the season with 2 teams vying for the true championship. You can't have, 10 champions or 8 champions or 6 champions. You got to have 1 champion. So 8 divisions is enough. And you know what the 8 divisions also did? It still gave the guys, when they call it like now catch weights, you had guys that were in between. They couldn't quite possibly be, at 140, but they couldn't go all the way up to 154. So they're kind of in between that area. 8 divisions would allow these guys to be in between and still fight for the championship and contend with that type of setup as far as the weight classes. And then you couldn't have guys cheating. When I say cheating the weight. You have to make that weight for the 8 weight classes.
Wow. Yeah, hey man, and that's been on your mind because that came straight to you.
Well, it's what it is. It's right in our faces, and with all the multiple divisions, what happens is they gave multiple trinkets. Everybody got a belt. You know what I mean?
Oh, let me ask you this. So you said something powerful, because what you said was that people have titles who otherwise, without all of these weight classes, without all these belts, wouldn't have titles, right? They wouldn't have access to title. Give me 3 fighters, current fighters, either current champions or recent champions, who in your guesstimation wouldn't have had a title.
Let's see. Right off the bat, you would probably have Canelo Alvarez,
God damn,
Triple G, and Lomachenko. And I purposely chose those 3 because those are the most hyped guys from where they fought, but they haven't fought the best and defeated the best from where they've come. Hands down.
Wow. Man, you just said something. Let's stay on that point. Stay ready. Let me ask you. So with Stormy B Man saying with the weight classes and whatnot, what 3 fighters, current champions, you think wouldn't ever have a title?
Leo Santa Cruz.
God damn.
Lomachenko.
Damn.
Triple G. And Jaime Munguia.
Damn.
Patrick Teixeira.
Hold on, you got to leave some. For everybody. You got.
I can keep going all day.
Yeah, you got 2 extra.
I got to 168, 175, and heavyweight.
Man, same question, Cadillac. Same question.
Shit, stay ready. Then took the ones I was gonna say. Shit, Jaime Munguia. You know what I'm saying? Leo Santa Cruz for sure.
And I'm a Jaime Munguia fan. That's the fucked up part.
Motherfucking and Canelo.
Give us one we ain't got already.
One you ain't got? Shit. I want to say damn near anybody with the WBO right around this motherfucker. They all sneaking. They all sneaking to get that belt.
Can I add 2?
Wow. Go ahead, Stormy. Then what color you started?
What I wanted to say is there's plenty of other names. You don't have to think specifically on that. But the ones that I named them because those guys have gotten the most hype and accomplished the least, but they would have you think that they're that good. You cannot go through from the period of where Canelo started. Remember, he lost to Floyd already. Okay. Then there's a question whether or not he lost to what's the brother that he fought that he got that close decision over. I can't think of his name right now.
Laura or Austin Trout. Trout, Laura.
You know,
okay.
Yeah, and see when you have that kind of stuff like this, shaky like that, and mind you, he never fought any of the Charlos. He didn't fight the Demetrius Andre. He avoided all of that, and they're trying to put him up there with Henry Armstrong. Get the hell out of here. And then when you look at Lomo, right? Lomo come in the pros. They wanted him to fight a championship fight in his first fight, but the guy he's fighting for the championship wasn't the best at that weight class, was he? And when he did lose, he lost to basically a journeyman in the sport. So imagine if he was really in there against the best, he would have got murdered. And now they've even, like, when they show him on TV and they show his record, they don't even show the loss on the record anymore. It's like, you know, all of this stuff. And Triple G, as they were hyping him along, they even had the nerve to try to say he was the best since Hagler, if not better than Hagler. Bernard Hopkins was fighting into his 50s. Triple G couldn't beat Bernard Hopkins. And Bernard Hopkins was the actual best since Hagler at middleweight. With 20 defenses. Get out of here. Triple G is nothing. All of these guys, and they hype them. Okay? But these guys, if they had defeated the men that we're talking about or that we revere or respect, then you could say, okay. But they've totally avoided it. So there's nothing to give them. That's why every chance you get, snatch them off that pedestal that fragile paper mache pedestal that they prop them up on.
Yes, indeed. Go ahead, stay ready. You was gonna say something, bro?
No, I would say Billy Joe Saunders wouldn't be a champion.
Oh, yeah.
Callum Smith won the World Boxing Super Series, but his best opponent in the World Boxing Super Series was George Grove. He didn't fight David Benavidez, Anthony Durrell, Callum Smith. He didn't fight none of those top guys at 168, so he wouldn't have a belt either. Because I think that if he fight Caleb Plant or David Benavidez, he gonna get his ass beat up. So it's a lot of those fighters and I can keep going. I can go to Carl Frampton and Josh Warmington. We can go through every division and name champions who got belts right now that don't deserve it. When you asked that question to Stormy at first, my whole thought process went to sanctioning bodies being the most crooked and the biggest scam in boxing, because the simple fact, when boxing started, when we had Jack Johnson, we had all those guys in the past, it wasn't no sanctioning bodies. We had a lineal title. That was it. The Ring Magazine title. Yeah. That was it. That's all you had. All these sanctioning bodies coming in, taking these fighters' money for what? We're glorifying fighters that's paying their money to this sanctioning body so they can get glorified with this green and gold belt, when the lineal titleship should be what we glorify on a regular basis. But you got all these media outlets like ESPN with Max Kellerman bitch ass talking about the lineal titleship don't mean shit. How? That's the most prestigious thing in boxing. When you become a lineal champion, it tells you I'm the best in my division. Terrence Crawford got a lineal championship when he was at 140 and 135. Whoever get undisputed at 147 will be a lineal champion. I hate to say it, but Tyson Fury became a lineal champion. You got to give those guys their credit because they did what it takes to become that. With these sanctioning bodies, they're doing nothing but promising us unifications that we're not getting, making these fantasy ass rankings with 1 through 15 for title fights, when the WBO even have it in their rule that the promotional companies and the station or like ESPN, whatever channel that puts the fight on, has something to say about the ranking system. So if they want to, they can change out who's number 3, who's your mandatory and shit like that on a regular basis by the promoter and by the network that the fight is on. So you have shit like that throws you completely off the sport. I wish it would go back to what it used to be, one title. All these franchise belts, silver belts, diamond belts, the gold belts, the regular belts, super belts, the bitch ass nigga belt, the low ass nigga belt. Oh, I got an NAWACABA belt, the JUCO belt that I got at Tyler Junior College last year for fighting that bum, that crackhead, and they tried to steal the TV out the house. All these extra belts don't mean a bitch ass thing. They got to come up with something like a lineal title that proves I'm the best. And if you want this belt, you got to come fight me.
Fact.
Period.
Facts. Let me say this. First of all, salute to the big brother retro boxing and documentaries in the super chat. Big blood in the building. He says if you have 80 title holders and there would if you have 80 title holders and there would only be 8 belts, then 70 of those guys would have a belt. So 3 is not enough. Yeah.
That's why I kept naming OG.
Yeah. So salute. And then a couple of people came in, man, early and left a super chat, man. And for some reason I couldn't see it, man. It went away. So my fault, man. I really truly appreciate y'all. I'll try to go back through on the other screen and get them. That's something though. That's something. So I'm gonna ask you, Supreme Beast, give me your biggest, if you had to put it in one space, the biggest. Oh, let me answer that question because I wanted to add. Listen to me, man. Listen to me. Anthony Joshua would not have a title. AJ would not have a title because Charles Martin would never have had a title. In order to get those belts, he would have had to have fought. He would have had to have fought Tyson Fury. You understand what I'm saying? Or some other reputable opponent. I feel, and I don't think Anthony Joshua would have got a hold of a title. I don't think he would be a champion, and this farce would not be taking place as we know it is. But go ahead, Supreme Beast. Give me your biggest scam, man. You know what I mean in the current landscape of boxing.
Shit. I'm gonna go with motherfucking Canelo.
Damn.
We was talking about this the other day and shit. Now I use like a basketball analogy. It's kind of like, LeBron is supposed to be the guy, so he like controls the narrative of the NBA. You know what I'm saying? When motherfuckers want to boycott, if LeBron ain't boycotting, then the NBA not boycotting type shit, right? So it's kind of like that with Canelo. Canelo is what they say is the face of boxing, but he's pulling a lot of bullshit scams. So all that shit trickles down to the smaller fighters and fighters in other weight classes that want to pull bullshit. They see him pull bullshit with the franchise title. So now Lomachenko won't pull it. You know what I'm saying? It's like when you at the top and if you don't stick to what's right and do the shit that, you know what I'm saying, lead the right way, then it's gonna be shit like this. So that's why I think he the biggest, you know what I'm saying, the biggest hype job scam, all that rolled into one when it comes to boxing as of right now.
Can I add one more thing?
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Just thinking about something he said. Promotional companies. I kind of rate them right here with those sanctioned bodies, because a fighter really don't need a promoter. They don't. You need your manager. A promoter is really, if y'all really look at what jobs a promoter is, it's to sell the event. It has nothing to do with these fighters. It's to sell that event. If they want your fighter there, they should hire a manager or agent to get you there. Not the promoter shouldn't be a part of that. The promoter should just be running the event to make sure that that's going to be your biggest event it can be. So these promotional companies should be added into that, because a lot of that has something to do with why these sanctioning bodies are the way they are, and why we're not getting the fights that we want, and why we're getting overcharged for a bunch of bullshit ass fights.
That's a fact. Salute to the homie Jared 011 Green in the super chat, man, earlier. That's the one I missed. He says, "What's good, mob? LDBC. Salute, family. Salute to you. Really, truly, genuinely appreciate you, man. You have absolutely no idea. Hey, man, if I had to, okay, so everybody gave it. My scam, I'm gonna be real with you, man. My scam is probably all of those, just because of what y'all said. I agree 100%. Is twofold. It's probably media, the contemporary media. You know what I mean? The mainstream media in the sport of boxing, and then probably half of the independent YouTubers and shit. So like, you know what I mean? 75% of the boxing media. So 100% of the mainstream media is full of shit. And then like, probably, like I said, like 50% of the YouTubes and independent media is bullshit. And then honestly, man, UK boxing is the biggest scam in the sport of boxing, bro. UK boxing is trash, bro. That shit is trash, bro. Nah, bro, that shit trash, bro. Like that shit is trash, bro. Man, I love, salute to Blood's cousin. I found out he thought I wasn't gonna find out. Danny DeBose is his little cousin. Salute to I'm saying Blood's cousin dropped off. Outside of Blood's cousin and Anthony Yard, like family, like UK boxing is. Tell me I'm lying. Ain't that like the biggest scam? That shit is like, bro, that shit is a scam.
But hold on, Junior. Is it bigger than Mexican boxing? Because at least they coming in getting belts with like 5 and 6 fights. The Mexicans been had about 30 fights at the age of 19.
But let me ask you this: when the last time you seen Mexican boxing on ESPN? When the last time you seen? Who is the motherfucking Mexican? Eddie Hearn. Is it an Eddie Hearn in Chihuahua, Mexico, or something? You feel me? Like, is it a motherfucking?
That's kind of goddamn close.
Eduardo Hernandez. Where the fuck is Eduardo Hernandez, man? And from Chihuahua, Mexico. You feel me? Like, UK boxing is hey man, that shit is a sham, bro. Like, I'm not even. Like, you sit there and you see them cards, and then if you're a boxing head like we are, and you sit there and watch that shit, and you realize that shit is like a glorified pub fight. Like, these motherfuckers is fresh out the pub. Like that shit is a scam, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then and I can say that because you got to bundle up all this shit. So you bundle up the motherfucking Dillian White, the Derek Chisoras, the motherfucking I'm not even gonna name Derek Chisora and them dudes on that level because they what'd you say, bro?
Cheeseheads.
Yeah, I'm all the Cheesemans, the Cheeseheads, the fucking Liams, all the motherfuckers. Man, that shit is a scam, man. You understand what I'm saying? Like, if it ain't like Tyson Fury, you feel me? He's like a anomaly, man. You know what I mean? Because he can actually rumble. You know what I mean? And cheat like a motherfucker too. You feel me? But other than that, bro, like that shit is UK boxing is a scam, man. Tell me I'm lying.
What about the great Scott Quigley?
To justify your point, just think back during the 90s when you had that middleweight division with Nigel Benn and Chris Eubank and those guys, right? Now, as long as they were swimming in their own pool, they were fine, right? Mm-hmm. But that's another reason why they didn't want to come outside of that and face some of the champions like Michael Nunn and James Toney, and Roy Jones when they were young and with it. You know what I mean? Because those guys were always kind of like second tier. And you know what? It wasn't second tier because of the talent. No, it was second tier because of the teaching.
Wow.
Coaching. Think about the guys who came over here and got quality coaches like Emmanuel Stewart and people like that. Those men went further with what they were able to do. Even Tyson Fury, when he went over there and got Sugar Hill to help him out and stuff like that, he went back to the Crunk because they're known. That the teaching is like, I'm sorry, if you can't grow, from, I said this in the last show, if the soil ain't been turned over, you can't bring forth good crop, bro. You can't. So it's from the teaching. Remember, talent is born, right? It's born of you have it or you don't or whatever. But the teaching, that is what makes the difference. And look at this kid, Danny Dubois. They're high on him, right? But a good quality American fighter, well schooled, well taught, will knock him out.
Jared Anderson.
But he's about the best of what they have on the cusp. But imagine if he had the quality of teaching behind it. You'd be looking at something far greater than what they're presenting. So what I'm saying, and people can get upset about it or whatever, but it's the truth.
Danny the boys, bring your ass over here and go get with Coach Ronnie Shields. Bring your big ass over here and bring your ass down here and go to Houston, Texas, and go get with Coach Ronnie Shields before Jared Big Baby Anderson get a hold of your ass. Bring your ass over here and go, man. I hate that.
I don't know if I told y'all.
Like that.
FL Jogba left Ronnie Shields.
What'd you say, bro?
FL Jogba is no longer a Ronnie Shields fighter. He's training out of Jay Prince Gym now.
Oh, he's straight out of Jay Prince Gym?
Straight out of Jay Prince. When he signed with Jay Prince, he left Ronnie and didn't even talk to him.
Yeah. I can see that. Salute to the king, man, James Prince, man. Salute. Hey, man, that's good. That's better for us because he had a chance under Ronnie Shields too.
No lie.
Hey, man. Blood said he gonna be laughing in 2022 when Danny Dubois get knocked out. He gonna get flatlined, bro. It's not even gonna be close. Danny Dubois, he look like I don't know, man. He look a little touched. You feel me? He look a little special. Don't he, bro? Don't he look a little delayed?
It looked like he like a couple chromosomes away from having Down syndrome.
Damn. Yeah, bro. He be like he got that look. You know what I'm saying?
The bus he got off at school wasn't a regular size?
Nah, this shit was short. He was on the abbreviated bus. You feel me?
It wasn't a short bus. It was that bus that only had like 4 seats.
Yeah. But it was Gladiator College. That's how he learned to fight. He learned to fight on that goddamn bus. He used to have to bang his way up out that bitch.
Yeah,
hey, man.
But he didn't have to defend himself. He had the helmet on.
Nah. See, that's where you wrong at. This is what happens why you get good at fighting because you ain't got no helmet.
Yeah, and everybody else got
your helmet. You got to fight it out now.
Yeah, that motherfucker look a little delayed.
Somebody would have grabbed his ass and threw him out there on the football field.
He definitely be a defensive end. Definitely be a defensive end. Yeah, that he a big ass. But salute to Danny DeBose, man. But he gonna get his ass flatline when he come over here to America. It ain't even gonna be. He better stay over there and beat up all the Chisuras, fight Dillian White, Joe Parker, the slow ass. What's the slow boy name? What's the slow one?
Joe Joyce.
Yeah, Joe Joyce, Joe Parker, fight AJ. He better do all that shit over there, man. Because when he come over to America, his ass is kicked. He come to America, his ass kicked, man. You feel me? Because we gotta. I put Sonny Canto the Bronco on his ass, bro. Sonny Canto the Bronco will stop Joe. What's his name? Danny DuBois. You understand what I'm saying? Blood, you hear me? Blood, you hear me, motherfucker? You hear me? I put Sonny the Canto the Bronco, man. Philadelphia's own. The Italian, the real Italian stallion. Fuck Rocky. He beat the shit out of Joe Joyce. Not Joe Joyce. Joe Joyce too. But the Danny DeBoy, the leg UK boy. Mama still cut his fish and chips for him.
WEB great grandson.
That's what I'm thinking.
Hey, but y'all know something? I've been the biggest critic of Joe Joyce for the longest. But that last fight, his hand speed didn't increase. It ain't by much. He's still slow. He's still slow as a white woman on a Texas Sunday drive. But the motherfucker done got his hand speed up a little bit. He went from driving 25 to 30 in a 70.
Yeah.
You know,
this shit crazy. Man, man, it's like
guys are speaking about that fight coming up between the two of them. Remember, everybody talk about how slow Joyce is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now think about it in terms of this. Joyce got slow hands, and Dubois don't move his head
at all.
What's gonna happen?
If Joyce connect, Joyce got a chin. That I can say. That motherfucker got a chin.
You can look in Joyce's face and tell he's rugged. He done took some, and he's still standing. But Dubois is that, he's that model that they pushing out there. The man has zero head movement. Zero. You can't be there for the receipt, man. And Joyce ain't gonna go down from just getting hit because you heavy-handed. You gotta beat him. You gotta beat him with ability. Skill.
Blood say anybody want to bet, let him know.
Man, all right, let's move on, man, because I gotta get ready to get out of here, man. Let's move on, bro. Stormy B, man, I'm gonna come to you first, man, and I'm gonna ask you. So we see Tank Davis getting ready for the Leo Santa Cruz, man. We see him down there at Mayweather Gym, working with Floyd. I also have seen something that I actually like, which is I've seen some of the other. I see Shakur Stevenson down there with him. I see the young Keyshawn Davis down there, the young homie. You feel me? And I seen who else was it? Keyshawn was down there with somebody else down there too. They down there obviously getting some real good work. Is Tank Davis working with Floyd and having this camp in Vegas? And working with Floyd in this capacity, is it a positive or a negative?
Well, that depends on how long he gonna be wearing that fat suit.
Thank you.
Because, just as Brother Supreme Beast and them was talking about on their show, I was listening out there the other day.
Thank you.
With this guy whole camp, every time I seen him, he had that damn rubber suit on. That's a bad sign. If you gotta wear that throughout your training camp, you were really, really overweight, man. And you spend more time putting yourself together. It's obvious that Tank is from this new era. Having Floyd around don't mean a damn thing to him. Floyd is Floyd is who he was as far as the sport of boxing, but Tank don't give a damn. If he did, he wouldn't have to be running around training with those rubber suits on. He'd be ready, primed, ready to go, saying, hey, Floyd, what do you think of this? You understand? But that's not his approach. Listen, you cannot make diamond out of bedrock. You can't. Tank has talent. He has ability, but he's only going to go so far. He's only going to go so far. This song, you got to play it over and over again about him getting in shape and everything. It starts with the conditioning because you have to be mentally conditioned first. Remember, as strong as the mind is, the body can follow upon that. It can't be vice versa. Because if the body is depleted and weak and everything, that means that the mind wasn't strong to begin with.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So let me ask. I'm gonna ask. Stay ready. Stay ready. I'm gonna ask you the same question. Come off of mute, bro. I'm gonna ask you the same exact question, man. We saw Tank down there. He's been getting that good work with the Mayweathers. What's your thought, man? Positive or negative?
Positive. He looked good. I've actually seen him do work with Mayweather. I've seen him working. I've seen a little bit of sparring that you have seen footage of, but I have been seeing him working, and he looks good. He looks like the Tank that I'm used to seeing. The negative, he needs to lose that goddamn weight ASAP. He needs to, for one, camp ain't started yet because that fight is still a couple months away. He needs to go into a fat camp, lose that fucking weight before he get in the camp and actually work on what he's going to work on for this fight. And I see him training, but you need to be working on losing weight right now instead of waiting last minute trying to lose that weight. Because then when you wait last minute, those last few pounds going to be the hardest to get the fuck out for. So that's my negative. But one thing I do want to say is I don't give a fuck if Tank come in and it's the worst Tank I've ever seen. He gonna kill Leo Santa Cruz. I truly believe that, and I'm ready for this motherfucking fight because I want this. I want this hoe to get fucked. I don't want Tank to knock him out to at least the 6th or 7th round. I want him to brutalize this bitch, beat this hoe the fuck up. I know a lot of people. They don't want to see Leo Santa Cruz. Fuck that. I'm tired of this hoe running. Once this hoe get to beat the fuck up and brutalized badly, ain't nobody even got to worry about this hoe no motherfucking more. This hoe can go shit in a cornfield for all I give a fuck. I just ready to see this bitch get knocked the fuck out. And if Tank come in right and hit his weight, then it's gonna be a great fight for the boxing fans because a lot of us, especially as black fans, have seen this whole Leo Santa Cruz duck all these black fighters and trying to get this big payday. We're gonna get to see this hoe get brutalized. I'm sorry, Leo Santa Cruz ain't big enough to even. He ain't ready for no fighter like Tank. In no way, shape, form, or fashion. This hoe gonna get beat the fuck up. That first body shot, we're gonna see this nigga running for the rest of the fight.
Man. Yeah, man. Hey, man. come on with it, man. Give it to me, Cadillac, man. Come on, family. Is it positive or negative, man?
I agree with Stormy B, man. It don't really matter. I don't think Tank give a fuck about who he training with right now, man. Every time I see the nigga, he got a trash bag on. Fuck is we doing out here, man? I mean, you say you a star, but you looking like some trash every time I see you got a bag on. Is it Tuesday? Do I need to put you out in front of the house? You know what I'm saying? What we got going on out here. All that said, I agree with Stay Ready too. He gonna whip Leo ass. You know what I'm saying? That's not a shadow of a doubt. But we talking about Tank with the other A-level fighters, man. We not talking about Tank against B-level, C-level fighters. So we gonna compare you against the A-level fighters if you want to be a star. And when we compare you against them, you looking like the bag you wearing. You know what I'm saying? Like for real. And that's the major problem that is Tank Davis. I don't think it matters who's in his corner, who's motivating him, who's training him. With you know what I'm saying is him and the food that he eat. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? That's pretty much what I got on him. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we put the chicken down, put the waffles down. You know what I'm saying? In moderation. You know what I'm saying? He wouldn't look like a Cabbage Patch doll, and you know what I'm saying? We wouldn't have to be going through this every motherfucking time it's a Tank Davis fight.
I'm hoping, man. I'm a little more hopeful, man. Hopefully this is a transition for the kid. Hopefully he's gonna change this thing over and move it, and make the corrections and move it from this point out, staying close to his fighting weight, living a life of discipline, man, because I like it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I like him being out of his environment. I like him actually doing what he's doing now before camp actually starts for the fight. Being active, being in the gym, because now all I see, or prior to that, all I would see him was on social media, buying cars and eating fucking flaming hot Cheetos and all that old type bullshit. You feel me? So I really truly am in a space where I like to see this, because I expect greatness out of him. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I expect greatness out of him. And hopefully this will be enough for him to transition and get serious about the sport. You know what I'm saying? And we can go from there. I'm not gonna say nothing.
I got something real quick to throw out there.
Go ahead.
Two things regarding Tank. One is Leo at this stage in his career better than Gamboa at this stage in Gamboa's career. Two, if Tank loses to Leo, are people prepared to deal with that?
For me, I'd say at this juncture, I really truly, I think Gamboa's done. I think Gamboa's done. I think Gamboa was a good name on the resume, so on and so forth. But I think in the reality of it, I think Gamboa is done. I think Leo is a better fighter than Gamboa right now. Over the duration of his career, hell no. But right now, yeah, he is. If Santa Cruz is because there is a way that Santa Cruz can, depending on Santa Cruz can win. He can win. He can win. He can win this fight. If he comes in and he puts a tremendous work rate up, which we know he can do. If he's really truly intentional with boxing, not getting trapped, not getting walked down, if he's able to, he might be able to come in there and do something and gain Tank Davis's respect. You understand what I'm saying? What if he makes Tank Davis go to a plan B? You understand what I'm saying? Like, there's definitely ways that he can actually win this fight. You know what I mean? So if he does come out, or let's say Tank exerts so much energy losing weight, you understand what I'm saying? That shit, because that's part of what happened with the Gamboa shit that nobody really talks about. The motherfucker was overweight at weigh-in. He had to bust his ass to make that weight. That took a toll on you. Coming out of a camp where you was already busting your ass to try to make weight, you understand what I'm saying? To get on the scale and not make weight, only to go out somewhere and bust your ass to get back to make weight and turn around and fight. You feel me? That's a lot. So depending on what he goes through, you know what I mean, to lose weight and how camp goes and shit like that, man, this shit is possible. I mean, I'm not putting nothing past it. So that's my take on it. My brother BFTB in the building. What's going on, family?
What's poppin', Junior? What it do, y'all?
Man, you got it. You got it. Tell people how they can follow you, family.
Just follow Trail of Tears, man. Trail of Tears and Ghosts.
Hey, man. So we see Tank Davis is in Vegas working with Floyd, man. As far as Tank Davis, do you think that that's a positive or a negative, bro?
Well, I mean, it really can't be a negative. There really is no negative with that. I mean, like you can try to, nitpick to try to find some type of negative. But Floyd Mayweather has been in the biggest fights in boxing history. You know what I'm saying? There is no negative that you can get from that. Specifically, if they're actually working. I can see if they're just sitting around talking, gloating and shit, but that's a different story. They're actually working. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to get something out of that. And just being in the ring with someone like a Mayweather, whether you're training or not, you know what I'm saying? In the ring, doing just moving around in the ring, getting that type of that knowledge, that's a win-win situation. Now he's got to execute it in the ring, but it's still a win-win situation.
Yeah. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And then let me ask you another one, because I want to hear your statement. What's the absolute biggest scam in the sport of boxing, man, right now? The biggest scam in the sport of boxing.
The biggest scam?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if y'all really want to hear what I'm about to say about this, but fuck it, you know I'm going to say it anyway, bro. In my opinion, the biggest scam in the sport of boxing right now is Terrence Bud Crawford. That is the biggest scam in boxing. Terrence Bud Crawford is a fucking scam. A scam. You run around this motherfucker talking about how you pound for pound this and pound for pound that, and you haven't beat pound for pound nothing. You haven't beat anybody, bro. I mean, let's be realistic. Let's be now listen, bro. Let's be honest with ourselves. Let's be honest. Who the fuck has Ndongo pound for pound anything? Who has Ricky Burns pound for pound anything? Who has Felix Diaz pound for pound anything? Who has Victor Postal pound for pound anything? Is any name that I mentioned ever going to be in the Boxing Hall of Fame? No, it's not. But yet we're saying this man beats everybody because of those names. Now let's be realistic with ourselves. Now let's put all the eye test bullshit to the side, because I can look great beating up a fucking kindergarten too. I can go in a kindergarten preschool and beat the dumb shit out of everybody in there. Nobody will stand a chance with me if I go into a preschool and fuck every kid up in the building. I'll beat the dumb shit out of them. I will be undefeated, a knockout streak, a fucking 400-0 knockout streak. I'll beat the dumb shit out of every preschooler in that building. Does that make me pound for pound? Fuck no. Hell no. So when you ask me who the biggest scam is in the sport of boxing right now, it is Terrence Bud Crawford. Every time you talk about fighting somebody, all you hear is a whole bunch of fucking excuses about why he don't gotta fight nobody, why he don't gotta fight this guy, and don't gotta fight that guy, and don't gotta fight this guy, and this guy don't deserve this, and this guy don't deserve that. But yet, what the fuck did Bud Crawford do to deserve anything in anywhere? But mysteriously, he deserves this and deserves that, but don't nobody else deserve to fight him. So when you start talking about the biggest scam, bro, the biggest scam in the sport of boxing is Terrence Bud Crawford. You beat no one. You fought no one. Jeff Horn is on no one's pound-for-pound list. Jeff Horn will never be Hall of Fame at nothing. Green Beans, never Hall of Fame, nothing, ever, anywhere. That nigga Green Beans right now works at Walmart, take out the trash. You got Jose Benavidez, who fought Bud Crawford and retired. Done. He has never fought again. Niggas be like, oh, well, you know, that's because what Bud did to him. He didn't do nothing. That nigga got shot in the leg. He was shot in the leg, bro. He was shot in the leg and retired after that. He hasn't fought again. He's done. How do we know what he can do if he ain't fought nobody? Who the fuck did Jose Benavidez fight? He didn't fight no one. So the biggest fraud, in my opinion, right now, until you fight someone, don't tell me about the eye test. I'm not trying to hear it. Don't tell me about nothing. The biggest fucking anything trash is Terrence Bud Crawford right now.
Oh shit. My brother Santee in the building. What's going on? The bottom line, Santee Walden. What's up with it, family? You on mute, bro. Oh man. Bro, Santee, you on mute if you can hear me.
That was hilarious.
Hey man. Hey. Yeah, I hear you, bro. What's going on, man?
What it do, man? What it do? What's going on, brethren?
Man, it's all good, man. It's all good, family. Tell the people how they can follow you, bro.
The bottom line, Santee Walton right here on YouTube. How
Yes,
y'all
indeed.
doing?
Man, it's all good, man. It's all good. I'm gonna ask you the same exact question, man. I want to hear your thoughts. We're talking about the biggest scam in the sport of boxing, man. What's the biggest scam currently in the sport of boxing, bro?
If you contribute dollars into a bum ass fight, all right, with a well-known commodity fighter, whoever the hell it is, it's a plethora of dudes that have ran this shit. If you contribute money into them beating up some pie, they're gonna come back and do the right thing. If I can rob the fucking bank, okay, I'm not here. Next. If I can rob the bank with a dirty ass goddamn ski mask on, right? The nigga that's but the bank teller and everything know who I am, clear as day, and ain't gonna rat me out, no nothing. Well, then guess what? When times get hard again, I'm coming with that same dirty ass ski mask. You feel me? Because that's what you have told me that it is. Hey, I can clean this whole goddamn bottom cabinet out right here. All these hundreds is me, nigga. Just in case times get hard, because you ain't gonna say nothing, you ain't gonna do nothing. It's business as usual. It ain't no different than what you see with certain folks. How they're speaking to black folks here nowadays. Okay, and the way that they address us. All right, the complaints in human resources is a little bit different now than what it was maybe a year or so ago. Okay. You discriminating now, nigga. Hey, they're trying to they're trying to find a way for the bottom not to fall out. Okay. Biggest scams. Be safe, brother. Yes, indeed. That's one of the biggest scams because they still feel like here today that the money Mayweather, you know, cash me out a few dollars type of thing is the deal. You know what? We're going to run in here and get this bag and give me a journeyman. Give me a fresh pie. Give me a fresh fucking pie to beat on and give me the bag. And don't complain while I'm stealing from you neither. Because then I'm going to tell you boxing is a business and you little hard-headed, egghead niggas don't know how it works. You grapefruit head niggas with your lips poked out. You know, boxing is a business. And when you talk about a business, you got to give me everything off the table right now. That's pretty much what it is. All right, so that's one of the biggest scams there. You contributing your dollar to a pie is going to result in you getting something that's worth it for.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Quit giving us that bullshit. It's a pandemic. Salute to the homie Supreme Beast Boxing talking to Super Chat. He said, is he Tank Davis or Prince Marky D? God damn. But baby, yo, a rich man. You feel me? Hey, so let me ask this, man. I'm gonna ask this, man, before we get out of here, just in the spirit of the Bud Crawford conversation. So we just got the news today from the WBO that they are making Showtime Sean Porter the mandatory contender for Bud Crawford's title. I'm gonna go to you. Stay ready. Give me your thoughts on Showtime Sean Porter being placed in the mandatory spot for Bud Crawford's fight title.
About motherfucking time. Should have been up there. He should have been there. Hell, at first Danny was there, but all these motherfuckers that you had, like he said, Green Bean, you know, Ilgauskas. Who the fuck heard of Ilgauskas? Who did he beat to become mandatory? Hell, you had a draw with Ray Robinson. It would have been better if Ray Robinson was mandatory, but finally he got somebody that he actually can fight for real in a Sean Porter that we've been asking for him to fight somebody, top guys, former champions and shit like that, to, you know, some tough fights to put him in. Now you got one. Now, with you not being able to find fights and you can't go through all this shit, why don't you go fight your mandatory? Because Sean said in an interview recently, he tried to make the fight with Terrence Crawford, and Terrence said no. They handled it, said no. They ran from him. If that is not a clear duck, I don't know what the fuck else is. Y'all want to know what a duck artist is? His name is Terrence Bud Crawford. That's the real meaning of the duck. You got all these motherfuckers that say they'll fight you, and all these motherfuckers calling you out, and then you see bullshit offers like 1.5 million.
Mm.
Or you send somebody like Danny Garcia 3 million. But then you'll pay Amir Khan 7 million. Man, get the fuck out of here.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. My brother Supreme, same exact question, man. Give me your thoughts on Bud Crawford being elevated to the mandatory for Bud Crawford.
Shit, I think it's great. I think that's what we've been calling for the fight, and I think it's a great chess move by Uncle Al, in my opinion. I think you know you're gonna have to fight somebody from the team before you get to Spence, because Spence doing a lot of heavy lifting. I'm in favor for Bud. I am a Bud fan, but you are gonna have to, you know what I'm saying, hold your weight in this division. There's a lot of smoke out there. So you're not gonna go out here unscathed. Nah, you have to see somebody. So Sean Porter, it is. That's just what it's gonna be. Another thing that rubbed everybody the wrong way is when you had Mo Butter Biscuits, Timothy Bradley come out saying that the PBC fighters don't want to fight him, and he begging to fight. All that shit is signing checks that your ass that Terrence got to cash now. You know what I'm saying? So now they want to see you. Now you gonna have to do something about it. So I mean, you know, you like fighting your mandatories. I'm pretty sure you're gonna get a little fluffer your next fight. But after that, if Spence is busy, you might as well go ahead and get your mandatory out the way. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got nothing to worry about.
Yes, indeed.
That's what I got on.
Yes, indeed. My brother Stormy B, man, same question, man. Give me your thoughts on Showtime Sean Porter being named the mandatory for Terrence Bud Crawford.
I think it's good. I think it's good to try to kickstart something where you force some fights that people want to see. You know, when I spoke earlier about the 8 division weight classes, the original 8 division weight classes, think of it like this. Right now, Earl Spence Jr. got 2 belts, right? And we use that division as an example, or 154 if you go right up a few pounds. In the sport, that champion that has those 2 belts, let's just say if he had all of them, or if it's just 8 weight divisions, he's the champ. Look at the guys that will be in your top 10 after the champ. You got Crawford, you got Danny Garcia, you got Porter, you got all these guys, Ugas, all of those guys, right? That means that these guys have to fight each other, okay? They can't sit around and wait for mandatory. They have to fight, so they fight each other. That stimulates the sport. I think it's great. They should stick a couple of more guys over there. Remember, a year ago, they were talking about they don't acknowledge the WBO, right? Now they're saying they're putting guys in there like Porter. So it's like it can only stimulate the sport if putting guys in a position where they have nowhere to go but to fight. When Don King was doing promoting and everything, the one thing you could bank on was he got the fights done. These guys were fighting. The sport was thriving. It's like nowadays, what's happening? I don't know. Everybody's just waiting around for something or whatever, but I like it. I think it's a good move. And if Bud don't want to face that demon there, that means exactly what it is. It's like he ducking, he running or whatever. We just want to see quality fights. That's what we want to see. We don't want to see the green beans and these other guys and stuff like that. We want to see the best fighting the best. And at the end of the day, if this could help stimulate that, I'm all for it.
Hey, Junior, you on mute, homie.
On my shout out to the homie Black Fight Fan TV. Hey man, give me your thoughts on Showtime Sean Porter being named the mandatory for Terrence Bud Crawford.
You talking? I know you ain't talking to me. Me, homie?
Yeah, we
Oh,
need to hear what you think about it, bro.
All right. Well, shit. Well, then let's get to it. First off, I don't believe that he is going to be the mandatory. That's first off. I believe that Showtime Sean Porter does not want to fight Terrence Bud Crawford just as much as Terrence Bud Crawford does not want to fight Showtime Sean Porter. I believe that he will be ranked. That nigga can be ranked 0, and they'll both find a way to not fight each other. And then they'll talk about how they're the best of friends. They've been friends for 75 years. They've been only knowing each other for 2, but for some reason, 75 years ago, they've been the best of friends. You know what I'm saying? Them niggas was chopping wood back when Kunta was throwing shit around. You know what I mean? Them niggas is cool as fuck. They ain't trying to fight nobody. They don't want to fight each other at all. You know, Sean Porter will come out here and say, you know, listen, man, I love the ground that Terrence Bud Crawford walks on. Everything about this man is great. It's perfect. I've never seen this man before in person, but I can tell him to his face I love him. You know, if we ever see each other, so I know we ain't going to fight. And the nigga Bud Crawford will be like, listen, I ain't trying to fight Sean Porter. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck if he's got all 10 belts and fucking 5 weight classes. That's my best good friend, like Bubba Gump. I ain't trying to fight this nigga at all. You know, I don't want nothing to do with him. The WBO will force that shit and they will not fight each other. I do not believe it at all. I do not believe not a motherfucking thing. I don't believe anything until them niggas bro, I don't believe it even if they're at a press conference. I don't give a fuck if they're face to face at a press conference. I don't care. I don't believe these niggas. Not until they are in the ring and the first punches have been thrown. And I don't even believe it there because I don't think them niggas is going to be wanting to punch on each other. I'm like, nah, I ain't going to. Listen, let's just shadow box. We're best of friends. Let's just shadow box and throw some shit around. Let's throw a few jabs and, you know what I'm saying? Then we'll step back. And, bro, I don't believe I don't believe these niggas, bro. You done told me what you are for too long. And secondly, bro, this nigga hasn't been named the man. He's just number 1. You're just number 1. You ain't named the man. The WBO has not come out and said, we officially named Sean Porter as the mandatory. You're just number 1. That's it. That don't mean shit. Nothing, bro. He can straight go a different direction, say, well, I beat Formula Milk, so I'm going to defend the IBO belt. I really don't want to go the WBO route. Bro, I haven't heard Sean Porter yet. I need to hear Sean Porter say, listen, I'm number 1. I want to fight for the WBO belt. That's what I need. I haven't heard that. Has anybody heard this? I damn sure didn't. I heard him say, I want the rematch with Errol Spence. I heard that. I have never heard this man say, I'm number 1 in the WBO. I want that strap. I've never heard this. So until I hear that, I don't believe this nigga, bro. You're not going to tell me for all this time about you have no intention on fighting Bud Crawford at all. And then mysteriously you get named number 1 in WBO. And I'm supposed to somehow believe you want to fight this man? Get the fuck out of my face. Until this man says, that's the fight I want. I'm number 1. I want my shot at the title. Until he says that, I don't believe this nigga. And I don't believe this fighting him at all, bro. I'm not gassed up for this shit at all, bro. I'm not. Get out of my face. This is Dillian White. And I don't give a fuck. I know my homie, you Ohio through and through. I understand that. I understand Sean Porter's Ohio through and through. This nigga is Dillian White. You are number 1 in the WBO and you're calling for the WBC champion. Why is that? Someone explain this to me. You're the number 1, like Stormy said, my uncle. Okay, they didn't want to recognize the WBO. Okay, fine. Well, now, nigga, you're recognized. You're number 1 in the WBO. But you're not even going to bring it up? We're just going to talk about Errol Spence? You already fought him. Oh, I want to be the mandatory for the WBC between Danny Garcia and Errol Spence. 2 fighters that you already fought. But yet you're number 1 in WBO and I'm supposed to be all gassed up thinking you're going to fight Bud Crawford. Get the fuck out of here. These niggas don't want to fight each other. And until they do, I'm not sitting here talking about, oh, well, shit. You know, this is a great fight, man. I can't wait to see that. Bro, you ain't fooling me. Fool me once. It was shame on me. It will never be shame on me again. You already got me once. Now, until these niggas sign to fight and get in the ring, I don't believe them. Period. This nigga Sean is going after the winner of Errol Spence, Danny Garcia. Facts. He already said that. And until I see otherwise, I don't believe these niggas. Neither one of them.
Yes, indeed. My brother Santee, same exact question, man. Give me your thoughts, man, on Showtime Sean Porter being named the mandatory or number 1 in the number 1 spot for Terrence Bud Crawford's title. Give me your thoughts on that. You're on mute, Santee, if you can hear me.
Oh, my thoughts?
Yeah, there you go.
Showtime for being a mandatory for, you said for who?
Shit.
Say what now?
My fault. He's the mandatory for Terrence Bud Crawford. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah.
I think that's I don't have a problem with it. I think that's a good fight. I feel like it'll be a very competitive fight, and I also feel as if I just don't have a problem with it. I really don't. You got the order of business in so many different ways where people can avoid certain confrontation or what have you, and big fights and big names. Who are the big dogs in the division? Okay, I would say Sean Porter is one of them. And for Crawford, he should want to get these type of opportunities to clean these guys out the way if he's going to continue to keep fighting, to step in the ring. Why beat up pies and this, that, and the third? If you're going to do it for real. I mean, do it to death. And as far as Sean Porter is concerned, he should want it as well. Neither guy should look at this as anything. This is an opportunity to generate a few dollars, and it is also an opportunity for the fans to look at Terrence Crawford and see how well he's able to defeat Sean Porter if that happens. Okay? And put the pluses and minuses on that for a eventual Crawford versus Errol Spence Jr. I like it, man.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Man, I look at it like ultimately, my fault, man. Ultimately, I don't really believe shit till I see shit similar to my brother BFTB. I don't really believe shit till I see shit. I think that all of this shit is just a bunch of monkey shit, to be honest with you. Put on by these sanctioning bodies, man. And I'll believe it when these fights start coming to fruition, because I'm going to say this, and this is where I'm standing with it. Boxing is in a very, 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 very peculiar place right now, and I'm not sure that it will ever go back to the state in which it was. And so at this juncture, it's time for them to really truly put on and really truly give us the best fights, because in the midst of dealing with this pandemic, in the midst of everything that's going on, boxing is losing its luster at a rapid pace. And we are in a position where, things just may not get to go to where they were, man. And that's just that. Salute to the homie Big Dog Willie in the super chat. He says, I have no faith welterweight division for undisputed. First of all, Spence or Crawford don't run the welterweight division. Pacquiao does. Only Pacquiao can make undisputed. And we're going to go out on that note, because I absolutely 100% agree. And we're going to talk about it next week, man. This is Junior the Truth, man. Salute to the family. Thank y'all so much for following through the actual Smoke City MobCast, man, with the LDBC. Really, truly, genuinely appreciate y'all, man. You have absolutely no idea. Salute to all the family that fell through. Really, truly appreciate y'all. Be sure to visit the website, www.ldbcsports.com, man. Be sure to follow all the brothers that were on the panel, man. My brother, Santee Walton fell through. My brother, BFTB. My brother, Stormy B-Man. My brother, Stay Ready Boxing TV, and my brother, Cadillac Red, man, and Supreme Beast Boxing Talk, man. I am indeed Junior the Truth. You can follow me over on my channel, Junior the Truth. Or at the over all the social media platforms with the handle Junior the Truth, JUNIORTHETRUTH. This is Junior the Truth signing off from the Smoke City MobCast. Never mind who you thought we was, man. It's the LDBC.